Hey guys, it's Amy from Vagabond Youth, and today I'm welcoming you inside my dorm room. So I don't know if you've heard, but word around the block is that I've just entered my first year of college, and I've been really excited to share with you what I've done with my place. Living in a triple, which means I live with 2 other people, it can get a bit crowded at times, but I've learned to manage and store things in a lot better ways, and I just wanted to share with you a few tips and tricks I've learned along the way in decorating my dorm room without losing my personal style.
My hips and I can barely tell at home. Get close, I love to feel your hair fall through the feet with me.
So over here is where I spend most of my time in my dorm room. Because the space is so small, I have to essentially do everything here. I do my makeup, I eat, I watch TV, I study, I read, I do everything here. I even accessorize.
With me, you throw your arms around my hips.
So one of my favorite areas on my desk is actually this area right here. So on this wall over here, I just have corkboard and 2 whiteboards. I have that small little whiteboard which I like to write anything I need to do in the week or just need to remember. And then my favorite part about this wall is this calendar that's also a whiteboard. And I just like to write all of my meetings or appointments on it for throughout the month. And you'll be seeing these a lot in my dorm. I take a lot of use to the command hooks and command tapes. They're just amazing. So over here I have 2 large ones that I just use to store all of my collars and necklaces. And moving on to the desk, I really like this gold vintage jewelry tray I picked up at the Rose Bowl flea market, and I just like to display all of my lipsticks on it. Over here I like to kind of store my jewelry a bit unconventionally. I have this vintage cupcake tray that my aunt gave me.
So for the feet with me, you throw your arms around my hips and I can barely.
Hi, I'm Ava, one of Amy's roommates, and you will learn that when you're in college, you get really hungry really fast all the time. So we have a wonderful drawer of amazing snacks that we stack under the bed.
Around my neck, please don't let us move our feet.
So up here we are indeed on my bed, and I actually claim the top bunk, which means I get most of the wall space in our dorm. A lot of the posters you see here are of some of my favorite artists. Back here we have Ringo Starr, who is actually the drummer of the Beatles.
We'll sway the night.
And over there is one of my favorite bands, The Smiths. And I have a poster of this really cute baby from Biggie's Ready to Die album. And over here I just have some photos from photo booths and disposable cameras and Polaroids of my friends hanging out in LA and just going to some music concerts, which were all a really good time. And over here we have a record cover from the band Iron Butterfly, which is this really awesome 60s band, and it's for their 2nd album, In-A-Gadda-De Vida, which basically means In the Garden of Life. And I just kind of posted up the records with command tape so that it wouldn't get ruined. And on the bottom, I just have some pages pulled out from Vogue magazine, which is an ad for Marc Jacobs, Chanel, and a photo from one of my favorite editorials done by Alex Prager. And then behind me, if you guys didn't know, I used to tutor a lot in high school, and there was this 5th grader named Charles who had sort of a crush on me, and I told him that I really like dream catchers. So one day he comes up to class with a dream catcher and he just kind of gives it to me. And so I've had it ever since then.
I love to feel your hair fall through my cheeks and around my neck. Please don't.
So one of my favorite things about living in our dorm specifically is that we have our own bathroom. Now our school offers bathrooms to some buildings and others not. So we obviously lucked out because we have our own.
Heart won't stay the same, so say you will.
For me, one of the most daunting things about living in a college dorm room was the closet space and being away from my mom. But luckily enough for me, my dorm actually offers some really adequate closet space. And because I have so much to tell you guys about how I stored all of my clothes, hats, and 21 pairs of shoes, I'll be doing a separate video on that, so be sure to check that out.
Dance with me.
Alright, so it's getting a bit late. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today in my dorm room. And I just wanted to say a really quick hello to Brian, Emily, Yolanda, and Joel. If you guys ever need to reach me, you can do so on my Twitter at AmyVagabond with 2 Ds. And for daily inspiration or outfits, you can check out my blog at moonriver.blogspot.com. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!